Everyone, good afternoon. Pag-usapan po natin yung dalawang klaseng problema sa pera ng karamihan sa atin. Now, you might disagree and baka iniisip mo na, ang dami-dami kong problema sa pera. Ngayon sasabihin mo, dadalawa lang yung klase ng problema sa pera. In reality po, dadalawa lang naman talaga yung problema sa pera. Kasi number one is yung income problem. And number two is spending problem. So, mamimili lang po tayo sa dalawang yan. Pag malaki ang kinikita natin at kulang pa rin at hindi makapag-ipon, may problema tayo sa paggastos. Check natin yung mga cabinets natin, check natin yung bahay natin. Baka ang dami-dami natin binibili na mga items, na mga stuff na hindi naman natin talaga kailangan. Pag may spending problem tayo, alam na natin yung sagot sa problema natin. Kailangan lang bawasan natin yung paggastos natin. Number two, income problem. If you feel na tipid ka na at kulang pa rin, probably may income problem tayo. Now, ang solusyon sa income problem is try to increase your cash flow. Kailangan natin i-increase yung ating kinikita, in other words. So how do we increase our income? Number one, if you're working as an employee, give your employer as much value as you can so that pwede mong i-negotiate yung salary mo. Because if you're an asset of the company that you're working in, it's easier to ask for a raise. Kasi sometimes, people want to ask raises. However, hindi naman very valuable ang contribution nila sa company. So, ang secret po, if you're working for a company, is to become an asset of the company. And that's by working hard and sharing your insights po para ma-improve yung organization nyo. If that option is not possible po, baka pwedeng may gawin po tayo sa labas ng work natin para po kumita tayo ng extra. So ano-ano ba yung mga bagay? No? Yung po yung mga side gig na tinatawag, part-time jobs or part-time gig, whatever you wanna call it, right? O kaya na may side hustle sa modern term ngayon. Pwede ka mag-deliver, uso na yung mga food delivery apps ngayon anywhere in the world. Pwede kang maglinis ng bahay on a part-time basis o kaya maglinis ng mga opisina, uso po dito yon. That's on top of your job. Now ngayon, pag na-increase na po yung cash flow natin, ano ang next na kailangan natin gawin? Kung maraming utang, bayaran natin yung mga utang. Kung wala naman utang, i-maintain po natin yung lifestyle natin. Huwag natin i-increase yung lifestyle. Napaka-iwasan po natin talaga yung lifestyle inflation. And a lot of people fall victim sa lifestyle inflation na yan. Kasi nga, feeling natin, malaki kinikita natin, so dapat lang bilhin natin yung mga stuff that we deserve, right? But in reality, we don't really need a lot of stuff. Mga wants lang yan. So ang gusto kong question na tanungin sa aking sarili and sinasuggest ko po sa aking mga friends, kung hindi ko ba bibilhin to, mamamatay ba ako? Kung hindi ka mamamatay, huwag mong bilhin, hindi mo kailangan yan eh. It's not a matter of life and death decision. Another thing to consider is, if you really want something na material, itulog mo muna, tulugan mo. Try to defer your decision making for about 48 to 72 hours. If after that gusto mo pa rin siya, you could probably consider buying it. But you got to take a look at your budget. Kaya ba ng budget? Kung uutangin mo siya, kaya ba ng cash flow mo yung hulog niya? And always consider po yung interest rate na binabayad natin. When we're paying interest po, nawawalan tayo ng pera. So hopefully po nakakuha po tayo ng maganda-gandang tip dito sa video na to. Please feel free to follow me whatever channel or platform you're watching this from. If you're in Canada, visit us online at www.smartworldfinancial.ca to learn more about what it is that we do that could probably potentially help you in protecting your financial well-being and in planning your financial future.